Hello everyone, I'm Matt. My name's Matt, and my story is called Exploring the Path to Friendship. It can be hard to make friends, especially for someone who might have a form of social disability. For example, as someone with autism, I'm not all that well versed in the steps it takes to nourish a relationship. I completed a transition program at First Place, which is an apartment building that also offers classes on independent living skills. They taught some steps for making friends, like making phone calls and texting. It's sometimes hard for me to do those things, but setting up a schedule can help. I schedule times to reach out to a friend, and that seems to work. Friends help us build our social skills, and this also stimulates a part of the brain that makes us more pleasant to be around. I suspect that when people are alone, this may be the cause of having or developing a negative opinion or outlook towards the outside world. Although it's not the only factor, experiences have that effect on us as well, for better or worse. Friends can have a positive impact on us. When I was in the independent living program at First Place, we had the opportunity to talk to each other a lot. And I guess in doing so, this encouraged me to open up to some of the others about what I like, and even become interested in things that they like. I know that some of them like tigers or certain kinds of movies. So you discover things about other people and sometimes about yourself. Friends can help you express things about yourself. You have someone to share the things you enjoy, and it means you ultimately find a kindred spirit. It can make me feel more welcome in the world because the world seems like a more comfortable place. Some of the people I know also have struggles with making friends that are similar to mine. So it's sometimes up to me to push forward on relationships. To an extent, it feels good, but I'm also looking for a friend like me. For example, I'm looking for someone who doesn't lack confidence, someone with a measure of self-certainty. I also look for insight, meaning I appreciate someone who approaches things with an open mind and it has a talent for interpretation. For me, I hope it's as simple as finding the path to friendship. Creating that path would be an intimidating task.
Hello, I'm Sophie Stern. I'm 18 years old, and I'm going to be reading You've Got a Friend in Me. It's easy to make friends, but hard at the same time. It's easy to go up to someone and say hi, but it's hard to find a bond with someone like you don't know with others that helps you become best friends with someone. When I was a sophomore going into my junior year of high school, we were doing a musical and it was Hairspray. I love that movie. I auditioned for the show and my school went contact. We auditioned in groups, but dancing was so big. We learned to dance. That was hard at first, but then it was easy. We took all day to learn it, and we practiced after school. My friends were there to support me to make the audition dance easier. I saw a friend in our audition group in the dance hallway when we were practicing. Her name was Alice. She was having trouble with the dance in the show. So I went to her and I said, "Can I help you with the moves?" She said, "Yes, please." I didn't need help, so I helped her. And she said, "Thank you." My group was ready to audition. When I auditioned for the show, I was thinking I would not get in. Then I got a text from my friend Cassie. She said, "Go to the demo hallway to see the cast list." I saw my name on the list. I was so excited to be in the show Hairspray. At musical practice, Alice helped me choreograph a dance for my competition in the SAO, National Society of Arts and Letters competition, at my Gummy studio. I chose the song "Coming Home" by Skylar Gray because my older sister Annabelle was in college. I wanted her to come home. Alice and I have talked about stuff that we like. HSM, Team, TS, High School Musical, the musical series, and other things. I did not know her that well when I started the musical, but when the show closed, I hung out for her for a while, and now we love each other. I'm so happy Alice and I are best friends. I'll leave you all with a quote about friendship from the song You've Got a Friend in Me, from the movie Toy Story. You've got troubles, I've got them too. There isn't anything I won't do for you. We stick together and we see it through because you've got a friend in me.
Hello, my name is Hailey, and the name of my story is Best Friends. Best friends to me means always having someone to support me no matter what. This happens to me often whenever my family is having medical problems or when I'm struggling with my emotions. One or more of my friends always helps me go through these hard times. One of my friends is from Oregon, and her name is Ashley. And she has helped me when my daddy has needed to go to the emergency room. Best friends to me means a group of people having fun and hanging out a lot. This is like me and my friends because we go to events, sleepovers, or even just going to the movie or lunch. We will pick a day and a time and then just do it. One time, my friend Leah and I went to Phoenix Fan Fusion in 2019. It was a lot of fun. She really wanted to go, and I became more open-minded about what type of pop culture she likes the most. Best friends to me means having someone to talk with no matter what. Doesn't matter the time or day, just to always help each other out. My friends and I talk no matter what and always help each other. One night, my friend was struggling with some stuff happening at home and she needed my help. I think I was watching a TV show with my mom, but I saw that she needed help. So I told my mom what happened and I started texting with her just to figure out what was going on and to decide what to do. And she felt better, so I checked in on her the next day to talk about other things, fun things. Always supporting each other no matter what is very touching for me because if someone is struggling with their day or with their life, they always help each other out. For example, if I need help with my script or homework, or one of my friends is struggling with what happened yesterday, and I ask for help and that person is willing to help me, then that's a big deal. We should always be there for each other. Thank you so much for listening to my story.
Title of my story is Making Milestones. I made friends when I was in school. I am still friends with Gabby, Nicole, Brooklyn, Stephanie, Crystal, and Courtney, and I also have more friends. Now, at my job as a teacher's assistant at Making Milestones, I help the students make friends. They are my friends too. They wave and hug me when they see me. When they are sad, I grab their hand, talk to them, and try and make them feel better. The kids build friendships. They sit next to each other and help each other. I like that because they get along. I help them play with toys and games together. I give the kids snacks, change diapers, clean, tie their shoes, and help them put stuff away in their backpacks. The youngest is 3 and the oldest is 12. But once they turn 12, they have to go somewhere else. Georgia is 5. Her one-on-one is me. She needs more assistance. She has Rett syndrome. She likes to put stuff in her mouth. I got to keep an eye on her, and she likes food. When we do soccer time, she likes the music and sits the whole time. Amelia is 3. She likes to play with the kids and jump around or playing on the swing and outside on the playground. She takes a nap when she is tired. Kane is 4. I think he's deaf or hard of hearing, and he likes to play with cars and trains. I feel it's easy to work with special needs kids because they can listen to you more. Shelby doesn't talk, but she's 6 now, and she's in a wheelchair, so she can't do a whole lot. I read books to her and feed her. I feel it's good. There are some challenges, but there's good people at my job. I am going to be at my job for 2 years in August. Working there makes me feel that I can help them achieve and be good, be smart, and be able to do stuff on their own. I am proud of myself for helping special needs kids like me.
Hi, my name is Leah. My story is titled Best Friends, One of Life's Special Blessings. The best friends in our lives come in many shapes, sizes, species, and breeds. Whether they're animals, humans, or some of both, they are always loved ones who we will always remember. For both animal and people friends, 2 facts remain true. They are easy to make and hard to keep, and are in our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. The first example that comes to mind when I think of best friends are the animal friends in my life. Some are furry, like my cats Pumpkin and Dexter, or Onyx, the camp cat I attend. Others are scaly, like my reptile friends at my job at Phoenix Herpetological Society, and my pet snake Sedona. Pumpkin and Dexter were my 2 cats I had growing up, and I loved them both so much. Pumpkin was a bit of a diva, but she was so affectionate, snuggly, and sweet. She also had the cutest, funniest double meow I've ever heard a cat make. It melted my heart and was often a precursor to her hopping up on my lap to curl up and get loved. Dexter was also very cuddly. He was very smart and would often herd you to where he wanted you to go. I also swear he thought he was part dog. He was always checking out what I had at meals and snack times, and oftentimes would be bold enough to stick his muzzle in to steal a couple of bites. And most of the time he liked it. Never hurt his stomach either. That cat had the stomach of steel. Then there's Onyx the camp cat at Civitan, a summer camp I've been attending for years. He's very skittish and oftentimes wants nothing to do with people. But with me, he rubs his head in my hand and does a short, soft purr, as if inviting me to give him affection. He's very sweet and is an all-black Bombay cat with strikingly green eyes. There's also my reptile buddies at Phoenix Herp, like our crocodilians, lizards, and all our snake buddies, some of whom are venomous and others who are not. Many people think reptiles are animals only a mother could love, but I can't get enough of them. They're intelligent, mysterious, surprisingly fast and strong, and are as ancient as the dinosaurs. Speaking of motherly love going along with best friends, there's my snake Sedona, a young red-tailed boa whom I adopted just before Christmas of last year. She's incredibly sweet and cuddly, but is also very curious and adventurous. She's a light pinkish brown in color with wavy milk chocolate colored markings going along her back, and she's got a cream colored underbelly. I love her so much, even though I know most of my family won't ever feel the same way. She's definitely one of my best friends because she makes me happy and is so funny sometimes. Like when she decides to claim me as her person and caregiver by putting her face up to mine before wrapping herself around my glasses. It makes me laugh because it's like she thinks my glasses are a part of me and are the perfect climbing space. She's definitely a one of a kind boa, that's for sure. She's very special to me and will always be one of my animal best friends. I have lots of people best friends too. First, there's my friend Hailey, who I met through my theater group Detour. Hailey was the first deaf friend I ever made. She was new to our theater group a while back, and since I knew some sign language through college, I was the first to go and stand next to her in the circle and talk with her. I asked if she wanted to be friends. She said yes, and we've been pretty close ever since. We've definitely had some great memories together too, like going to Comic-Con together and getting a bunch of pictures of some of our favorite characters, checking out the different booths on the second floor, and taking home some pretty epic collectible souvenirs. We get along with each other swimmingly, so our friendship is one that I treasure, and I wouldn't change being best friends with her for anything. Secondly, there's my friend Sierra, who I met during one of my summers at Camp Civitan. She was my group's volunteer for one of the weeks I attended, and it was her first time being at camp. So when we went to the camp store later that day, I took the initiative to introduce myself. I smiled and said, "My name's Leah. You seem really cool, and I'd love to get to know each other more this summer. Want to be BFFs?" She smiled the shy, sweet smile before replying, "Sure, why not? I'm new here, and it'd be nice to get to know my campers." We kept returning to camp, and her third summer there, I was shocked at how social, energetic, and enthusiastic she was. She had become a champ at being a volunteer. Over the years of her volunteering, we became so close, I even wrote her a poem one summer and performed it at skit night. She's now one of the providers at camp, and we're both going to be there for the same week this summer. I know we'll reconnect like no time in the world has passed, because she's very fun-loving, compassionate, and enthusiastic, with a very unique and entertaining personality. Building friendships takes two people willing and comfortable enough to make personal connections with each other, who genuinely care about each other and like each other for who they are. Keeping friendships takes commitment, involvement, respect, trust, honesty, integrity, compassion, understanding, patience, openness, vulnerability, and confidentiality. It involves both people giving equally on each part. There are many lessons we can learn from our best friends, as they are often some of our inspirations and teachers. They help us become better people, see the best of who we are, and are there for us through thick and thin. Best friends are important because they focus on the best parts of who you are and not your worst, and they like you for who you are inside. Dr. Seuss's quote on friendship and being yourself couldn't be more true. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.